60 Seconds, the post-apocalyptic survival game. I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I remember watching YouTubers play this game. But I always forgot about the sequel to 60 Seconds, 60 Parsecs. I don't remember much from the game at all. All I remember is that it wasn't praised as much as 60 Seconds was. Is it because it's a bad game? Or is it because it's too complicated? Or is it something else? Well, let's try to find out. Welcome to 60 Parsecs. Okay, hold on. This should way too loud. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, now I can hear myself. Anyways, welcome to 60 Parsecs. 60 Seconds Forgotten Brother or sequel or whatever you want to call this. Anyways, I just wanted to play this game because I don't see it much at all. Like, I've seen 60 Seconds a lot, I see it every now and then, but I never see this game. So, I think we gotta try to figure out why, or if it's not a why, or how, or okay, whatever, let's just find some answers. Oh, okay, I can do this. Alright, pick an actual citizen captain. Now, I know a bit about this game, and what I remember is that Emmett was the best one. I remember back in the day. I don't know if that's still true, but let's find out. Alert! Nuclear apocalypse and execute order. 1961. New protocol initiated. Commence actual citizen drill and brace for nuclear impact. Alright. So, alright. Yes, I remember this. Ooh, now grab some soup. Yes. Drop it in the escape shuttle. You can move. Oh, you move this stuff. Remember, these are like chemicals. Can I? Is everything movable in this environment? Seems like it. Why do we have ABC blocks? Alright. Here we are. Find a handbook. Alright. But where that is. These footsteps. Weird. It's in this room. Head back to the shuttle. Yes, tutorial stuff. Find some crafting materials. I feel like you should get the stuff that are far away. So yeah, probably like this. And put them in the shuttle. Find a crewmate. I feel like you should get this stuff that's far away, so she's the farthest and I want her, so yeah. Alright, alert. Incoming impact. Alright, now I think it starts. Right, gravity again. You have 60 parsecs. Grab a lighter. Right over here. Alright, now it begins. Let's grab you with the gun. Grab you and the gun and then run. And there's some more stuff over here that I want. We have a full crew now. I want communications. Is this one or two? It's two. Grab the soup. Grab these. Grab this. And let's grab one. Grab the shovel. And then let's grab another soup. And then let's grab everything in this hallway. And then get out of here. Alright. Can I jump in? Okay. You can jump in before the time runs out. That's a nice feature. Alright. Lighter. Light the galaxy. Gotta bring hope to the galaxy. Day 1. We got a lot of stuff. 6 cans of soup. Emmett Bronco. Alright, sorry about that. Was eating. Alright. Emmett Ellis, Baby Bronco, Tom Thompson, and Dee Dawkins. Resourceful. What does that mean? Resourceful. Alright, anyways, it's killing me to click here. Nice to meet you, Astro Citizen. Nice to meet you. Astro comprise an assistant reporting for duty. Did I read that right? Astral computerized assistant. There we go, computerized assistant. Ready for duty. You must be Emmett, right? I am pleased to announce that you, according to my data, you qualify to become the captain of this vessel. Welcome aboard the Escape Shuttle, Captain. On behalf of the Astral Citizen Program, please accept our apologies for the tiny inconvenience of being transported 60 parsecs away from Earth. Recommended course of action? Find a safe place to land, and then try to contact the outside world. Please turn to the main computer for further instructions. It is located in the center of the shuttle. Follow regular ration and protocol and feed your crew. The command is yours, Captain. Then we have Captain goals. Make fine successful intelligence, find a perfect landing. Alright. Resourceful. Resource bonus. You always manage to get some extra from choices and expeditions. DD's Dawkins. So it seems like they all have a unique ability when they're captain. I don't know if it happens if they're not captain. That's something I want to know. Something I'm going to try to figure out. And we have stats. Hmm, interesting. Alright, enough of that. I know a bit about this game. The floor is yours, Captain. You should now give a speech that will guide this vessel and its crew through the stars. You prepared it, of course. Everyone is looking forward to your speech, Captain. So am I. This is it. You can really show what breed of captain will. I'm having trouble speaking. You can really show what breed of captain will you be on this incredible journey. What type of speech will you give? Well, I'm intelligent, I'm flexible, and I'm wimpy. So I'll go with intelligence. So let's see how that does. And then over here, yeah, this is where I end the day. I just want to look around a bit. Hmm. Alright, let's go. Next day. You knew exactly what to say. Your convincing speech was more than enough to prove your worth as a captain of the last human crew in the universe. That was quite a performance, Captain. Your crew started to cheer even before you were finished with the speech. Long live the captain, filled the cabinet. If any sounds could travel through the soundless void outside of the hull of your ship, that would be it. One thing's for sure, you are ready for any challenge this galaxy throws at you. Inspired by your smart style, I allowed myself to power up the ammonized generator in the back of the shuttle. It will produce some useful chemicals for you daily. You seem alert, Captain. I commend the way you've been taking care of your mental well-being. You should know that the peak mental condition means increased efficiency when it comes to performing tasks. Baby says he's glad to have you as his captain. Tom says he's glad to have you as your captain. And Dee Dee doesn't give a shit. Alright. So it seems like if your speech goes well, you get like a special thing depending on what you choose. So let's try to figure that out. Right. Captain, it's important to keep yourself and your crew well fed. One portion of delicious canned soup is enough to sustain a human for a few days. I doubt we'll find any other useful rations here in space. It is therefore vital to keep good inventory of your stock, unless you want to eat your own crewmates. Ha ha. That was a joke. Please appreciate it and laugh. Look, we are boarding already. We're bonding. I cannot pronounce words apparently. I'm a stupid robot. Anyways, we are bonding already. This is bonding, right? I'm a robot, therefore I don't have feelings. Therefore, I can't feel if we're bonding or not. So please, Captain, tell me, are we or are we not? Who will perform this daily? Who will perform the routine supply check? The only requirements is simple mathematics. I realize I may be asking a lot, but I have a good feeling about this, Captain. About this crew, Captain. Alright, so obviously I can count. 1, 7, 9, 3, 4, 6. Alright, so we have 6 cans of soup. Alright, I guess I'll count it since I'm the most smartest here. What are you? Wait, that's. I thought, what were you? You're clever, but but you're not a genius like me. Alright, alright, well, let's continue. I don't know, like, when I should feed someone. Good news, Captain. This ship came pre-stocked with emergency food supply. Use it well. Wow, emergency food is 1 can of soup. The routine supply check is now complete. Well, look at that. The numbers added up. Good job, human crew. The current number of soup cans on board is 7. Correction. The actual tally is actually. Oh, wait. Okay, I can't read. I just skim over words. The accurate tally is actually 9. Additionally, food stuff were delivered to the shuttle instead of entertainment supplies. Lucky you. The food you collected is more than sufficient for now. Just don't eat all at once. Baby's loyal. Is still loyal. Tom remains loyal. Aditi just doesn't care. Morale. Loyal. Sanity. Okay. I don't know when to feed him. Captain. The crafting module in the back of the cabin is now active. It's just like an actual. It's. I didn't understand a word I just said. Captain. The crafting module in the back of the cabin is now active. It's just like the actual citizen materials say. This modern machine lets you create and destroy in accordance with the principle of mass conversions. All you need to do is a bit of material. All you need is a little bit of materials, chemicals, or power. Use it to craft, recycle, repair your supplies, as well as upgrade items and your shuttle system. So now this is open. Now you can craft stuff. So yeah, recycle, upgrade, crafts, cycle, upgrade. I can't upgrade anything because I don't have any power. And then you repair. So I guess I'll craft a sock. I think that decreases sanity if I give it to someone, so sure. What does 2 clocks mean? Items to craft 2. Items. Yeah. But what does this 2 mean? Does it mean 2 days? 2 night cycles? 2 hours? No indication. Alright. Uh, they're not hungry, right? I think I'll feed them when they're hungry. Because maybe that. Because I don't know what to do then. A crew with a crew with no captain is a destined to fail. Failure is not an option in outer space. So this is we're not hungry. Science specialists. What does that mean? Does that mean I can make chemicals? So it seems like I made 1 chemical. So I think I can make like 1 or 2 chemicals a day. And that seems like it's 1 day. See, yeah. I think I can, yeah. I'm just gonna give soup to all since we have a lot of soup. Oh, wait, I forgot to check the computer. Captain, fantastic news. The scanner has picked up the container flown in our vicinity. I wonder what's inside. Should we try to pull the container on board? Why not? What's the worst that can happen? We're all dead. The best. Oh, the mysterious cargoes. That mysterious cargo the scanner spotted yesterday is on board. Opening the box in three, two, one. It's empty. Completely empty. What a letdown. So it was completely empty. And I guess we'll just make more soup. And I got another chemical because I'm a scientist. Snack break. Captain, I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that using the airlock as a space toilet was a success. It is now packed full and ready to be emptied into space. The bad news is that the airlock hack is jammed. If you don't fix it soon, a clogged toilet will become an extreme level event. It is now or never, Captain. How will you save the human race? With tape, I guess. I don't know how that's gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna put tape over it and hope for the best. We just all die. that that duct tape saves the day, Captain. The airlock hatch is now fully operational, and the troublesome cargo is gone. We are safe. I am certain the smell will go away too someday. Your people are safe, Captain. What a relief for you all. Tom is doing well mentally. He looks alert. So now he's alert, and he's alert. But Dee Dee is just Dee Dee. Space travel can be dull, but there are still tons of ways to make your own fun. Trust me, I live in a computer. Let's design a game. Your game will need a core mechanic, which could resolve around an item. Get creative. What type of game will you design? A game with fire, I guess. Anyways, the cycle. What did these give? Rocks, energy. How does a sock give rock and energy? Okay, you give chemicals and power. So this golden artifact gives me power and chemicals. Right, what does this gun give me? Power and chemicals. Does it just give the opposite materials? Because soup costs chemicals. So does that mean it gives the other two? And the sock took chemicals too. So does it take rocks to make all these? I'm guessing so. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Let's make more soup. Decision made, and let's go. Day 7. That's the you designed your game around the lighter. The core mechanic of your game was chase the crew around the shuttle. If the person you were chasing got burned, they owe you 10 push-ups. You played it until you realized how much the fire made you miss Earth. At least you could camp there. Remember camping? You and your crew sat next to the lighter, thinking about roasting marshmallows. How stupid. Alright. Actual citizen protocol dictates that every piece of equipment must be regularly checked for breakage, external parasites, space-time glitches, and spell by witches. We missed our last check. What with all the interstellar eloping, we should check some of our gear, and baby seems to be idle. Is there anything he should check? So, baby is dumb as a rock, but strong as a rock, and fast as a rock. So, Medkit, he's not a scientist. A shovel? He's not a blacksmith. So, I feel like tape could be our best option, because he'll just check the tape, look around it, and be like, oh, alright, it's good. Here you go, Captain. Alright. Well, let's find out. I think tomorrow I'll feed them. You asked baby to grab one of my rusty to grab my robust checklist printout and run with the chosen equipment. Bavely gladly went over the checklist while making his thorough check. He found a small stash of soup tape behind the console. Ever resourceful, he offered you the snack. Now that's loyalty, sir. You are mentally stable. Hmm. So I'm guessing if they weren't loyal, he wouldn't do that for me. So he found a satchel of soup tape behind the console. The console of what? What? Alright. Anyways, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have enough resources to make more soup. Alright. This shuttle lacks the EMT shielding found on larger vessels. Put simply, it was never meant for long-term space travel. There are some inherent risks, namely to your skin. Remember how your mom always told you to wear sunscreen at the beach? You're way more likely to get a sunburn out here, where there's no atmosphere to protect you. Will you please, please put on some sunscreen? Alright? I don't get how a medkit's sunscreen, but we'll take it. Um, no one's hungry, so I guess we can survive another day. So, why not? You put on some sunscreen to avoid exposure to the harsh electromagnetic rays flying one flying once only through the vacuum of space. Sure, it felt like slaughtering your skin with warm mayonnaise, but you understand now that all of those nagging grubs in your childhood were only trying to help. Putting on sunscreen afford you such a peace of mind you decide to make another batch. You mix those zinc oxide with some other materials and poof, sunscreen. No more burns, no more tears. Okay, maybe more tears, but at least you won't. At least they won't be because of your lobster skin. So we got 25 chemicals. Let's go. What do we got here? Make a decision. Your attention is required, Captain. This is the most abnormal. We are registering unknown transmissions, but I can't identify who's sending them to me, and more importantly, what they contain. It might be a solar flare interference, or worse, a new type of Soviet encryption. We need to decipher these signs as soon as possible. For all we know, our survival depends on it. Who do you want to put in charge in monitoring these communications? Hmm. I'm thinking either me or Tom Thompson. Because you need someone smart, and I'm a genius, so I got it. So I made soup, right? Yep. Making some soup. Are they hungry? We got chemicals, so we'll be fine. So let's feed everybody. Make a friend. Who did we make a friend with? First contact. Global status updated. Click global sections for details. I need a drink. Captain, you need to see this. I am not easy, easily excited, but this is one of the greatest moments for humanity and human-made AI alike. We are not alone in this universe. The signals we intercepted were finally decrypted. They are an alien transmission, as in coming from another life form. And no, I do not mean the Reds. It's something we have never seen before. There seems to be a number of intelligent civilizations in this galaxy. The signs are the signals. The signals are coming from everywhere. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that word wrong. We can safely assume we are going to meet some of them sooner or later. Our, or rather, your life will never be the same, Captain. One of these visual signatures seems familiar, but the message itself is unclear. Perhaps when we get closer to its source, the transmission will clear up. The source in the source is in outer space, at least a week from our current position. This week. Dee Dee says she's glad to have you as your captain. Oh, okay, so that's what the achievement was. A friend. I don't know if you guys can see the achievements. We'll see. I'll see in editing. See now, Dee Dee's finally happy because I fed her. Well, we're getting food. We made 2 more soups, which means we can last a bit more. Oh, yeah. Captain, we are now entering a field of cosmic gas. Its origins is unknown, though I have a theory. I'm not gonna say it. Uh oh. Can you smell that? Did someone forget to brush their teeth today? No. It's just that gas that's leaking inside the shuttle. It's probably fine. Oh wait, somebody could try. Uh-oh, somebody could try to isolate some. Let's use it for later. Avoiding the leak side effects. I'm the brilliant guy here. I'm a genius, so I got this. Don't worry, crew. I got this. Oh, let's go. The cosmic gas leaked has been contained. Your ongoing exposure could result in maybe best if you don't know. Just kidding. I will now say it out to you. Cancer, coughing, really bad injuries of the brain. I'm not a medical scientist. I don't know who keep that in. That's horrible. Anyway, what's important is that you isolated it enough of the gas for us to rework it into useful chemicals. Smart. You are clearly a genius at work. Congratulations, Captain. Indeed, with your friend. Tom is alert. So is Tom my friend? Yeah. And you're loyal. So, yeah. Well, that's where the sock is. Stop insanity, or so they say. Oh, if you click on stuff, it makes sound. That's not ominous. Did something happen in 60 seconds? Makes it 1. Anyways, we can make 4 more soup cans, which means we can survive another more, which means you can feed everyone again. I am disturbed, Captain. Your reports hearing a child crying somewhere in a shuttle, but my sensors don't show anyone unaccounted for on board. Certainly no stowaway children. This may be an assorty hallucination caused by the other stress of witnessing a nuclear war. The other possibility is my sensors are malfunctioning and a IB. There's really is a stowaway. I thought that was a B, but no, that's an S. Search the shuttle. I mean, what else are we gonna do? So we might as well. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Alright, I think I'm going insane. But, no, I'm not going insane. Alright, you and the crew tried to find the source of the mysterious children cries, even though the others couldn't hear it. But after sifting through every crate and searching every dark corner, you didn't find anyone else. But at least you wasted an afternoon in this desolate wasteland. That doesn't make sense, but just go with it. It was a stress-related authority hallucination. I am not surprised. I told you this. You're such an idiot. When the nukes start flying down on Earth and the space station exploded, your crew barely escaped with your lives. Billions of others weren't so lucky. So be happy. At least you didn't die like billions others. Anyways, everyone's a friend except for the bitch. The only girl on the ship hates me. Or isn't a friend to me. Relatable. Anyways, alright, so everyone's fine. I think I'm gonna feed them tomorrow. Made a soup. Check on that. While doing a routine cleanup of my database, I came upon a blueprint for a device called the flux capacitor. That sounds familiar. Anyways, if installed, it might allow us to find our way home. However, it needs to be assembled. Will you try to assemble the flux capacitor? Do I have a medkit? I do. Well, what's the worst that can happen? It exploding and I dying? Yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what? I don't trust it. It's not worth it. Yeah. And then I don't know if that's an ending or not. Could be. Anyways, I know only one other person to successfully assemble the flux capacitor. A crazy scientist currently living in a small mountain town in California. Not sure which year. Is that a reference to something? I think flux capacitor is a reference to something, but I don't know what. I guess I'll find it out during editing. Alright, let's make more. Got, can make two more, and that will get me 9, which will last me a while. Captain, it is time for the ultimate honor, the most important task available on this show: mopping the floor, from specks of me- melted tar to fine coats of skin and dust. To a fine coat of skin and dust. This place could do with a good scrubbing. Dee Dee looks free. Will you ask her? Will you ask her to apply some elbow grease, or request she improvise with a cleaning formula from whatever we have on board? Okay, I thought we were getting. Okay, for a second, I thought we were gonna ask Dee Dee to clean, but no, we're getting Dee Dee to help clean. Well, she's one in both. She has an average intelligence and average strength. But considering it seems like she would need more intelligence than strength to complete whatever this is, I would go with strength. So I guess we'll go with that. And I think I'm gonna feed everyone tomorrow. Because everyone's hungry is alright. So no one needs anything. Alright, let's go. Dee Dee was happy to get down and scrub, as per your wishes, but unfortunately her biceps weren't up to sniff. Many unsightly stains left over your bench from your adventures are still there, even after Dee Dee scrubbed the floor. Dee Dee was broken by the frustration. Now she won't stop rubbing her arms and saying, "Why is it all unclean? Everything." No, this is her speaking. So, why is everything unclean? Everything is scrubby. Why does it all look like polish? Why doesn't it look like a polished mirror in here? So I think she lost some sanity. Okay, everyone's hungry. But am I hungry? I am not, but everyone else is hungry. So you know what? I'm gonna feed everyone but myself. As I'm a good captain and care about my crew more than myself. Because I think it's because of the situation with Baby. Alright. Captain, you neglected your oral hygiene and haven't brushed your teeth in a while. So, now you need to put that nasty took away before it gets worse. Don't worry, it's only gonna hurt a little, and there might be a complimentary sticker for you in it. There might be a complimentary sticker in it for you. A sticker? Yo. As per protocol, the necessary tools were automatically dispensed. One piece of string and one bottle of anesthetic. It has the actual citizen logo and anesthetic handwriting on it. Will you require an assistant for the surgery? I mean, I guess Tom Thompson, because he's smart and strong, so he could help. So, sure. I can just pick myself. Oh, yeah, because if I don't need an assistant, I can just pick myself, so. Can I pick myself as an assistant? Anyways. Anyways, everyone's fed. Let's keep going. And I think I'm hungry now. Yeah. You took it like a champ, but a terrifying and disgusted Tom went at the shot and insisted on drinking the whole bottle of anesthetic to calm his nerves. When Tom was done, he seemed more lively and nimble than before. I don't think that was regular medicine. Okay. Yes. Alright, everyone's fed, except for me. I gotta feed myself today. More soup, and we're coming across a strange world. So Tom has higher stats now? We're coming across a planet though. Good news, Captain. We are approaching a stellar body that appears to be a planet. My scanners detect no life, but some structures on the surface suggest that it was inhabited at one point. The climate is harsh and unwelcoming, but even that beats being stranded in space, right? Would you rather be on a harsh and unwelcoming climate on a planet or just be stranded in space? A landing can be attempted, but setting the coordinates will require some pretty complicated calculation. Lucky for you, you are smart, pretty smart. You are a genius, according to your bio. Are you? Is that? I don't know where I'm going with it. Wait, I know. Lucky for you, you're pretty smart. Or at least that's what it says on your description. Did you lie about that? Did you use ChatGPT to write your essays to get into this space program? I'm pretty sure that guy in the green did too. Don't worry. But so you shouldn't have much trouble. Bearing that in mind, should I initiate the landing protocol? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna land on a planet. I'm hungry, right? Yeah. So I get food. By this shovel. That's my shovel. I wish they didn't have it behind me, because I barely saw that. The only reason I saw it because I accidentally clicked on it instead of having it. But yeah. Alright. Let's... Oh, wait, we can't make soup. What would soup upgraded be? Tomato soup with... I don't know. Alright, what am I doing? I think I'm at a good day. Yeah. Alright. Just getting a feel for the game. Here we go. Surely nothing bad happened, right? That does not sound good. Ah, perfect landing. Goal fail. Initiate the. Oh, I failed that. Goal achieved. Whatever, I didn't care about that. That's probably for an ending in space. I'll do that later. So, I'm a bit hurt. Luckily, I got a medkit. Alright, goals achieved. Goals updated. Wait for further instructions. Alright. Can you hear me, Captain? Get up. Do you remember what happened? Well, you attempted an emergency landing, but the shuttle has crashed. I'm afraid that the vessel got seriously damaged and the communication console is in pieces. I believe it's not beyond saving, although it will take time for me to calculate the optimal way of conducting the repairs. Please remain please remain patient, Captain. For now, it will for now, take a moment to take in your surroundings. Who knows? Perhaps this place will turn out to be some type of kind some perhaps this place will turn out to be some kind of a mootopia. Wait, did I just say moo? What an weird glitch. I mean utopia, obviously. It'd be funny if it says I meant Mootopia, obviously. Wait, what is this glitch? Alright, I should probably heal myself. Can send someone out now, I think. Can't make any more things. Captain, the expedition module in the back of the cabin has been activated. All you need to do now is... All you need to do is someone in a spacesuit and send them outside. The shuttle will have to do for now, but it is not fit to be a permanent shelter. One small step for the astral citizen, one giant leap for whatever is left of humanity. So we can send some people out. We can head to the swamp, which gives chemicals. We can head to the cave, which gives rocks. Of course, we can head to a desert. I don't know what the hazard. I don't know what that is. And we head to the canyon for power. I guess we'll head to the swamp because the chemicals make soup and a lot of other stuff. But I don't know what the hazard is. I guess we'll learn. Who do you wish to send on the expedition? Um, baby, I guess. Can I send with an artifact, radio, gun? I don't know how I think that's like a toxic symbol, but I don't have a gas mask. So I guess we'll just have to send them there with no gas mask and hope for the best. Alright, so I send them out. And let's go use the medkit. Wait, did I feed myself? I did. Alright, let's go. Crash. Alright. Not enough supplies? Send one of your crewmate members out on an expedition. Begin. Send out on the swamp roam. Cross your fingers that he comes back. I hope he does. I'm no longer hurt. You feel vigorous, Captain. You look healthy. My data shows humans in good physical condition perform the. Oh, yeah, you already said that. Is complaining about an empty stomach. So you guys hungry? Only Tom is. Or yeah, Tom. Captain, our wondrous astral citizen meteor reactors needs its regular coolant function. The magnificent machine only occupies two-thirds of the subtle storage and weighs less than a 20-ton truck. Truly a marvel of space-age manufacturing. Keep it in good condition. Keeping it in good condition is crucial, yes, yet difficult. To flush the cooling pipes, you must hum the stars of Stanley Banger while rubbing the cooling pipes for 2 hours straight. Didi is idle. Do you want her to begin the flushing process? Sure. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to her. Let's, I guess, feed Tom because he's hungry. And, yeah. Alright. Might be out exploring. I don't know how many days he's gone, but those clocks, from my experience. Oh, nice job. Didi gladly obliged when you asked to re to cycle the mini reactor's cooling pipes. Went the actual mile, collecting the registered coolings from the pipes. This resulted in more power-saving capabilities. You saved some power already. I can't wait to let the other unit hear about this. We'll talk about be the talk of the actual citizen town. Wait, are there more units, or are we the only one? Maybe he's out there exploring, she'd like to eat, has stop access for soup for now. Fix the communication shuttle. Alright. But how do we fix it? That is the question. Ah, I don't have enough for that. Wait, don't I? Wait, how many did I? Oh, okay, I got 16. I was like, didn't I get more for that? I gotta upgrade the communicator. But what would I use that for? Anyways, Captain, we are able to detect transmission of an unknown origin. Unfortunately, the communications consoles was damaged during the landing and we cannot make anything out of them, or reply for that matter. We could hardwire a primitive field communicate core to subsystem bypass the damaged subsystem and access the shuttle's external extend ec, ec, I think I'm having okay external transmitter and receiver. I mean, I guess why not? What can I recycle? Why would you want to recycle soup out of all things? I guess. Wait, wait, did I recycle? Did I do anything? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so you're hungry now. So yeah, that's good. Sorry, just double checking. Don't want anything bad to happen. Fix the communication console. Cool. Hello, world. Alright. Fix goes updated. Alright. Alright. Great success, Captain. The communicator attached to the communications console worked like a charm. I won't judge the aesthetic since we can finally receive and answer transmissions. Now all we need to do is wait for someone to contact us. Someone will find us eventually. Right, Captain? The crew was visibly excited by this incredible feat of engineering. They were only slightly smirking while looking at the patch communications console. Tomorrow will be great, Captain. You're getting hungry, Captain. DD is okay, soup-wise. Alright. It's just a telephone. Alright. And I need two more for that. The walls are closing in. You are growing paranoid. You're having constant, invasive thoughts of going outside, even though you'll probably die. Someone has to tell you, Captain. You have a cabin. I mean, a shuttle. Fever. This is good news. This is normal. Claustrophobia is inevitable in this situation. The bad news, the only cure is to find a way to entertain yourself. What do you want to do? Well, a sock puppet, obviously, so I can keep myself company. Yeah, but I'm gonna use a sock puppet because that seems like the best option. So I think. Wait, am I hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna wait one more day to feed myself. Baby's not back. You use a sock puppet to treat your shuttle fever. The results were amazing. Not only did the sock puppet have googly eyes, which are always hilarious, it did have a funny voice. Well, you did it. Well, you did them. But as soon as the sock your hand, the only limit was your imagination. Your adventure with the sock puppet expand far and wide, from one corner of the shuttle to the other, and back again. You scourge every floor panel for maps to secret castles, and banish the dragons from every dark corner. You even found a mast you didn't know was on board. The experience was magical. Okay, I found a gas mask? Yeah, alright, that's cool. And I need one more for soup. Maybe we should make a med kit, but I only have 3 soups. I hope baby comes back. Something fell from the sky in a flash, and now you are surprised we're surrounded by a swarm of red-winded something. Of course, I did anticipate this. This is scenario number 87394B. The small creatures are flying into the walls of the in a wave, causing the whole to rebirth like a speaker. Are you God? They reverted. For generations we have been searching for the one who thinks outside the hive. Each jump on the planet to demonstrate us. Are you the one? Are you the one? I, for one, believe you deserve a cult following, Captain, but the choice is yours. Sure, I wouldn't mind having a cult. Everyone's good, right? Yeah, but I'm hungry. Oh yeah, I'll feed myself today. I need to have full energy so that way I can complete this task exponentially. I think this is. I'm gonna have a cult. There's so many endings to this. Hey, baby back. The swarm of tiny red aliens spoke to you through the hall's vibration. You tried to answer them, but they just hovered over like flies over fresh mundine. Then you took the artifact, and the improbability happened. They move in unison with your movements. You spoke, anticipated their questions, and they flew in response. Your mind must have been touched, and you heard each other. You read the book to them, revealing the galaxy's laws. They flew in synchronized with your lips the whole while. Well, when you finished, they drew an anticipation ship in the air. You looked, and you looked calmly as if you understood. At least they, at last, they sped away. Baby has completed his one, and this one piece seems a bit sickly. He needs food and upset about the. Is that he or? But uh, is that he is not an alien doppelganger? We think you paid attention. Do we count his spot? The episode, baby, accidentally kicked open a toxic swamp flower right at the present, and ooh, nice. He did not expect to stumble upon one out there, but it was an old sock. Where does all this come from? It's the greatest mystery of the universe and everything. Anyways, baby has returned, bearing soup. The worst expedition makes the best stories. Good thing. You don't need extra rations for now. DB's asking for soup. Baby's tired after she died. He needs some rest. Tom is hungry. Got 49 chemicals. Good job, baby. He's just tired, but he's not sick. The thing said he was sick. Guess I got lucky. Alright, let's. Okay. Baby needs tired, but he's not hungry. He did bring a sock, so I'm gonna make a med kit because we got like 5 soups, and I'm gonna send someone else out at a different location. We're just gonna explore around. Rocks. On power. Yeah, so here. Let's go to the canyon. So yeah, poison. The toxic symbol seems to be you need a mask so that way you don't get poisoned. So that's good to know. I think it'll tell me. I'll take 3 days for a med kit. Damn. Wait, can I? Oh, I can go there. I want to see when did I send baby out? Okay, I sent him out on day 16, and then he came back on day 21. So he came back in 5 days. I don't know how that time worked, because the other one was like 3 clocks, right? Yeah. So it's like 5 days? Okay, well, let's see. Okay, let's see if Tom Thompson's comes back on day 26, because that'll be 5 days. Alright, we're gonna feed him out before he goes. So yeah. Alright, I'm just making sure. Alright. I have a bug, Captain. I do not know who modified my code, but the consequences could be devastating. You will need to fix my back panel and perform an emergency surgery. How will you approach this surgery? With my brain, of course. Oh wait, it's a star now? What does that mean? Because I am smart. Just making sure everything's good. Alright. You access the sabotage process and fix the issue. You are you sure are quick with those ones and zeros, Captain. We still don't know who committed the sabotage. Perhaps the enemy is closer than we thought. So I know I know people can be traitors. So is that like a hint towards someone's a traitor? Alright, Captain, my weather systems are detecting a storm on the horizon. It is moving fast, so it will hopefully pass by tomorrow. But this one could get nasty. Thundering, lightning, glade forces, winds, sharp objects howling at you from every which way. I like to keep monitoring the storm's movement through the night, but doing so will require my senses to run on a battery power, as it's unadvised to leave the main generator's reactor through a storm. Well, I don't have a battery, so we're just gonna have to hope for the best. Alright. Let's feed me and baby. And hopefully the medkit will be done by tomorrow, and then I'll make more soup. You choose to wait out the storm rather than running the monitoring system on a battery power. The wind shrieked and brutal rain pelted against the walls of the shuttle. But that was it. By morning, the weather was calm again. He spent the morning sniffing through the washed up piles of junk piles. But it was just a bunch of waterlogged crap. Alright, so now we're friends with everyone. That's good. Alright, one more day for the medkit. Captain, our systems are working below their optimal levels. I was able to determine that our writing might be at fault. I suggest you take a look under the provide hood and fix the wires before a malfunction occurs. The wires are stuffed in a dark corner, tangling and dusty. You will need to figure out how to fix these wires by yourself. I trust your instincts. Not that I have a choice. Well, I'm a smart guy, so let's go. As additions. Alright. That's the right option. Day 24. I'm dead. Okay, I'm not dead. Nicely done, Captain. You've proven yourself smart enough to fix the malfunction component. The ship's systems are now working at standard capacity. This ship is really falling apart, I'm afraid. There was not enough time to properly finish it. Who could have expected an atomic apocalypse to break out so suddenly? Well, I could, but no one listened to me. No one ever listens to computerized assistants. Oh well, that's life, I guess. Just ones and zeros. But mostly zeros. Wow, that's deep. Uh, let's make more soup, because we only have one left. We gotta make more soup. What do I need to make this? Oh, okay. I'll probably make that after I make some soup. Alright. Computer. We are getting some communications coming. We are getting some communications coming through. Captain, it's very muddled and hard to decipher, but I think I caught a fragment of it repeating a message, and it goes something like this: cow like, we like, no cow, no like. Huh. I have no idea what this means. If if this is some kind of riddle, it surely requires more lateral thinking than I was programmed with. Should we do anything about the message? I mean, I guess my mask. I mean, why not? Everyone's good, right? Yeah, for good, good, good. Alright. Alright. Day 25. So Tom should come back tomorrow. Scrambled transmissions. The eerie message we got over the comms about someone really liking cows gave you an idea. You grabbed a mask from your inventory, fitted it on your head, got down on all fours, and started mooing. I'm not 100% certain that was necessary, Captain, But the fact is, the message stopped. Nothing else of note happened, though, so it might have just been a prank at your expense. Look at you, you're looking happy as a horse. He's complaining about an empty stomach. Man, you guys are complaining so fucking much. Oh, what's this? Good news, Captain. We got an incoming transmission. Playing now. Oh no, the communication is scrambled. The signal is not strong enough. Maybe someone could get on top of the roof and try to attach us in. It's out of the food droid, but it requires some agility. Who do you think is most suitable for the job? Acrobatic. I mean, it requires agility, and DD has the most agility, so asking for fucking rations. Oh, give him it. Tom should come back. Hopefully. Okay, Tom's back. Good, 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 good. Goal achieved. Await contact. Excellent news, Captain. He was able to adjust the radio dish on top of the ship, making our satellite reception much, much better. Now, next time we receive a transmission, we should be able to hear it loud and clear. All we need to do is wait to be contacted again. Let's be patient, Captain. Our rescue might be finally within reach. Dom survived his mission to find the mysterious symbol. He seems to have been hidden by falling rocks. Need food and keep muttering about the echoes. But what matters is that he's alive. You clap your hands and he begins to retell his thrilling voyage. The contact rocks I gave Tom more than just a figuring headache. He found a cache of unused batteries in the canyon and siphoned their power. Tom stumbled upon a working communicator. Nicely done, Adolf. I'm still trying to figure out how or why tomato soup is available universe-wide. Anyways, Tom has returned bearing soup. End of expedition report. Tom found a conclusion proof of other human survivors on this planet, possibly from the future. You're quite alert. Tom ensures you that you can still count on friendship. Captain's in. You are hungry. Captain DD's not hungry. He's okay. Alright. wanna. Oh, I can upgrade you, or I can upgrade the system. I think if I upgrade this, I can send to different places, but I don't really need that right now. But I might. But if I get it, I might get more stuff, which means, yeah, I might go. Or I could go with the system. You know what? Oh, I'm gonna stockpile on some soup. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? You're just tired. All right. Let's send Dee Dee out. I have no idea what the rock is. I think this might be like an alien thing. Like aliens might attack her. So I guess we'll send her to the cave. Because she'll be quick. She'll be able to zoom zip and out. And she'll be back on day 29. Oh, wait, no. 31. I'm bad at math. Our water recycler is overheating. Overheating itself isn't the problem. The system has a safeguard. The problem is we store materials under the water system. I'm worried that our materials, any materials there, even leftover traces, could be melted or boiled if exposure to the heat. Exposure too much heat. That could be hazardous. A manual reset could work, but it will be tough. Wanna try it? I mean, I guess I don't really have an idea. You know what? I'm gonna upgrade the system. And you know what? I'm gonna send DD to. I wanna get more power. I was gonna send somewhere different, but it doesn't look like Tom did. Doesn't seem like Tom really got hurt. He isn't hurt or anything. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna send her there because I need more power because I want to upgrade the system and I want to upgrade the this thing, the expedition system. Alright, so yeah, I made yes, and then I'm hungry. Alright, let's go. Day 27. You opted to manually reset the overheating water cycle. The job was harder than you expected. The actual solution patient guide specifically warns against not releasing any steam jets during such repairs. The steam jets you let loose vaporize some of the exposed material next to the recycler. You are lucky they didn't vaporize you, too. To deep ponder, I'm what I'm calling Holy Cow Ravine. You don't need extra rations for now. Everyone has rested. Alright, one more day for that to be upgraded. Our routine has just become less plain. Some adorable duck-billed creatures set up a nest nearby. They enjoy hugging your crew's legs. Should we disperse them or adapt to this hurdle? So I think disperse them is this one, and then adapt is agility. The three in both, but I think agility would be harder than getting rid of them. But, I mean, we could have some friends, right? Hopefully no one gets injured, but we'll see. Upgrade the system. Okay. You took turns playing the role of the furry creature to train evasive measures on the board. It worked. All of you have practiced the technique of hug avoidance. Tired of your evasiveness, the creatures left. A glance at their nest revealed a much gander upon but still usable armored vest, suggesting their hugs may have not been innocent. You are in peak physical condition, Captain. Yeah, I'm an upgrader too. What does that say? Still considers you your friend. Alright. Craft more soup. I can make an atomic battery. Right. Everyone's fine. Captain, are you alright? Those weird spots on your arm are a little worrisome. Can you see them? Please wait a while I research the medical database. Searching. Unfortunately, I am unable to identify your affliction. I'm afraid you will have to diagnose it yourself. That shouldn't be too hard. Doctors are overrated. Just like something else human-like. Can you do that, Captain? I guess. Might as well. Wait, who's hungry? Tom. Tom Thompson. Weird spots appeared on your body yesterday. Luckily, you found a solution in the handbook. The spots were the first hint of a potentially dangerous and highly shameful argument. At least it was easy to cure. All you need to do was follow the step-by-step instructions in the handbook, and that was to do something with your life. Right. Me and baby are hungry. Gonna make more soup. Dee Dee will come back in a couple days. A sweet old man looking like Charles Darwin is knocking at our airlock. Politely, you let him in and he shakes your hand, then holds it in an iron grip and won't let go. With technology, evolution stops. Soviet scientists want our species to stay strong, so they created me, the natural selection bot. He claims it's for your own good, which is what the dentists always say. And you didn't believe him either. You let me in despite the warning signs. Now face your space predator, human. He does not have a he does have a point, Captain. Oh, can see why you want to postpone this discussion. Defend yourself. Let's just go. Let's just shoot him in the face. What is he gonna do? Right. A daring predator drone held you in his grip. You raised a gun and shot it point blank into his chest. It staggered backwards, but it seemed to have suffered no damage. Straighten up, you brace yourself and aim. Nothing could have prepared you for this. Trial burst into tears. I was so afraid I would have to kill you, it said, and you shared the sentient, but you're excellent at defending yourself. Thus, you are worried to survive. I am so glad. It hugged you tightly and very friendly. What? But that was an interesting situation. Weird. Alright, Dee Dee will come back probably tomorrow. At least if it's 5 days. While we don't have an infinite supply of soup, we do have enough old science equipment tucked away in various parts of the show in case of emergency reasons. If you're willing to lose a can of soup, you could try to find a way to improve the formula. The label lists the ingredients as tomato, water, and salt. We could add anything and potentially create the most delicious soup in the galaxy. Just imagine the possibilities, Captain. Well, Dee Dee is coming back tomorrow, and she's probably gonna bring soup with her, so I guess I could sacrifice a can of soup just for this situation. So, I guess, why not? Alright, no one's hungry, right? Alright, let's sacrifice a can of soup and see what happens. Let's see, is Dee Dee back? Yeah. So they seem to disappear from hunting. Sadly, you weren't able to improve the soup recipe in any significant way due to the absence of anything else edible on board. I guess you could have added more soup to that soup? Alright, let's send someone else out. I guess we'll send someone here. Maybe Bronco. I don't know what the hazard is, but we'll see. What can I sacrifice? I need a bit more power. Like, what can I sacrifice? I don't want to. You know what? Whatever. Wait, no, I upgraded this. Wait, what did I upgrade? Wait, no, I did upgrade this. Alright. Looks like we have a leak, Captain. The sprinkler system went haywire, and now everything is getting wet. You need to do something before our supplies get soaked. Act fast, there is no time to waste. You need to cut off the piping with the main valve, or temporarily disable the sprinkler system. It's intelligence, and since I have intelligence and no strength, I'll go with that. And then you need food. We just... Baby's going. He'll be gone for 5 days, which we come back on 36. So, yeah. And I have 3 soup cans that will last us hopefully to that. Success, Captain. You were smart enough to disable the sprinkler system as soon as the flooding started. That gave you enough time to fit the sprinklers. I am happy to report that our supplies are safe, and the water reserves were not compromised. Baby went on exploring to the cave, got her fingers, she looked good. Tom is hungry. Damn it, Tom. Why do you have to be hungry? Resourceful. Alright, what do we got? Captain, it's finally happening. We receive a transmission. It appears to origin from somewhere on this planet. Let's have a listen. Oh, that's interesting. It turns out there's a group of fellow crash survivors out there. They also trapped on the planet, but seem to have some resources that you lack. Perhaps with their supplies, you'll be able to get their ship off the ground. A member of the is on the line. Will you attempt to befriend them or try to threaten them to establish your authority? Uh, I think I'll try to befriend them because I, you see this man can never be intimidating. I I think I'll be hungry tomorrow. I'm gonna predict it. Tomorrow I'm gonna be hungry. Goal achieved. Make 5 successful decisions. Do I get a prize? I get nothing. Yesterday, you spoke with a group of other survivors. Thanks to your considerable negotiation skills, you were able to find out more about them. It turns out that the other survivors are, in fact, prisoners from a crashed convict ship. A lot of them have committed major crimes, but they seem as determined as you to leave this planet as soon as possible. They might be good allies, as long as you're willing to trust convict felons. You ask the prisoners for some time to decide whether you're willing to cooperate. They agreed and promised to contact you shortly. Better make up your mind by then, Captain. How else am I gonna get out of here? They have a ship that needs repairs, and this ship can't be is not repairable. So am I the only one hungry? Oh, yeah, so remember, I'm hungry. Fulfilled. What does fulfilled mean? I am detecting an ancient structure. Very near. Totally camouflaged by its surrounding landscape. The front resembles a yawning face. It's a temple, a secret one. There could be treasure inside. Which route would you take to explore the temple? Well, intelligence, obviously. Maybe I should start recycling stuff. What do I don't need? I feel like I'll need a tape, because I might need tape to repair something. Communicator, shovel. A shovel would be a good weapon. Oh wait, no. I would have to choose something that gives soup. You know what, he'll come back in like 3 days, and I have 3 cans of soup, which means I should be able to last. Alright, perhaps there's something good inside the temple? Been bought. I got an achievement progress. Where am I? When you and your crewmate reached the final room, there was an empty pedestal. The temple shook and boom. Voice said, "Ooh, another player already claimed the treasure. But you weren't. But you were the fastest team in history of the show. Thank you for playing." Tales of Secret Voices said. You were quite a look. But where am I? I'm missing. All right. I am glad I can. Well, I stretched the aside. Even if you claim I forced you with my constant whining, it's for your own good, Captain. When you stepped outside, you noticed a small asteroid coming right at you. You tried to run back inside, but it looks like the airlock snapped shut behind you. I need a moment to reopen the door for you. So you need to figure out a way to deal with the asteroid yourself. Will you dodge out of the way gracefully, or grab the nearest flat object? The nearest flat and heavy rock to ask shield. Well, I only have agility, so that's my best option. So I'm just gonna dodge. Alright, enough talking. Let's continue. No one's hungry, right? I'm not even here, so I would know. I'll probably be hungry after. Anyways, baby comes back tomorrow, so just need to last one more day. Alright, you. Alright. You word I don't recognize dodged the asteroid's path, and when the dust settled, you confirmed you're in one piece. On further session, the asteroid reminds you of particularly chewed bubblegum. This gave you a few ideas about the scale of the universe and its inhabitants that you weren't too keen to entertain. Alright, they're hungry. I'm worried about some of the crewmates. A few of them have suffered vital nightmares the past few nights, waking up each morning complaining about someone named Cthulhu is commanding them to worship it. I've been picking up a steady, intelligent broadcast from the ruins ever since we crashed here. It may be interfering with human brainwaves, specifically the subconscious, inducing negative emotions. I want to run a test to see if positive thinking will counter this broadcast. Who would you like to test on first? Well, Tom, obviously. Cthulhu. I wonder if that's a reference to anything. Anyways, you take You two can take the rest of the can of soup. Baby comes back tomorrow. He should hopefully bring some soup with him. I hope so, because otherwise I'm screwed. And I might be screwed because I don't have much soup. Baby's back. Okay. You convinced Tom to think happily sought to nullify the broadcast effects, and this mostly made the problem go away. He soon stopped having the nightmares. I decoded the broadcast. It was an ad for an ancient radio drama, The Call of Cthulhu. The advertisers tried to mimic the story's plot, in which an enraged cow monster made people go crazy by appearing in their dreams. Clever marketing. Baby's back from his deep tangent. Okay, good job. Alright, I need to last till day 41, so I need to send someone here. I'm gonna send Tom Thompson with gas mask. So that way he doesn't get sick. And then I guess I'll make the battery, because I have nothing else to make. And then I gotta give me and I'm gonna wait one more day to feed them, and then hopefully the prisoners has contacted us again. Captain, it appears they come up with a plan that might be beneficial to both parties. They want your help in repairing their massive ship. In return, if they manage to get the vessel off the ground, they are offering for you to leave this planet with them. Well, you could definitely use a ride off this barren one. Would you trust the prisoners and please to help them? Sure. I mean, I don't much have a choice. Tom's going off. I'll wait till tomorrow to feed. Okay. All updated. It has been decided, Captain. You and the prisoners will work together to repair the competition to get out of here. Some of the group will contact you shortly. Take it seriously. Alright, you just gotta last a bit longer, but we don't have much soup, so gotta try to make it last as long as possible. I am detecting high levels of an unknown toxin in our air system. Analyzing it shows it's too dangerous, but solution ain't obviously, so you shouldn't be breathing in long term. The air filter system got jousted during the crash, and a crack may open. What will you use? Oh, tape. What else am I gonna use? I need some situations to get like soup. If I can get like 2 soup cans, I'll be fine until Tom comes back on day 41. I just need the last till 41. Will I be able to do that? I don't know. We're okay. Alright. Alright, we did it. No longer hungry. Damn it, baby. I have one more. Oh, they're both hungry. Interesting news, Captain. It appears there's a hollow space behind one of Romanian secrets. That should be worth checking out. What's your pros? Fine. Oh, please, please be soup. I need to recycle something. Wait, I can make the cow again. I think I'm gonna recycle. I could probably make the armor again. I'm just gonna recycle the armor. I hate hard decision. I'm gonna feed baby because I don't want him to be starving again. It's a day you reach your house. The only way to get in there was through the venture, but thankfully you've been able to fit through. Unfortunately, you found nothing there. It was too small. I suppose you are used to be disappointed. And then yeah, I can make soup. Oh, I have a lot of. I can just make. Okay, Captain, our crewmate spotted a blue fry sticking out of the crack. It is pulsating slightly. Should someone give it a try? Should someone give the fruit a try? Normally, I refrain from leaving such a rash and irresponsible decision up to a human, but there are some empty stems nearby. Perhaps that will. I mean, Dee Dee, if she gets sick, I have a med kit, and she's hungry, so this will at least calm her. So yeah, this might be good. If she gets sick, she gets sick. But I have a med kit if she does. You announced the strange near the ship was worth trying out. Aditi shot her hand up. However, joyful look on her face as she sunk her teeth quickly turned to horror. The remaining half it began to spit out, but after a few moments she said, as if it was at double speed, she flipped a handstand and around the shuttle. Clearly, those worms did something. Let's hope the effects don't turn. News from the prisoners, Captain. The repairs of their vessel are going smoothly, but they need a battery to be able to... Oh, yes, I'm so good at crafting the battery. It would be wise to help them, since the ship The ship is repaired. You might be rewarded and leave this planet. Are you willing to part with a battery to aid these convicts? Yeah, because I don't have any use for the battery. DD isn't sick though, so that's good. I think. Oh, let's go. Tom Thompson is back. Right. Today, you provided the prisoners with a spare battery, them to complete another stage of their repairs to their ship. I'm sure it won't be that long for the prison. Sure, it won't be long or you join the prisoners on their ship and leave this place for good. Let's just help them out a couple more times, and this nightmare might be finally over. This mission through the moors, you have to be sickly, but in terms of food, it's not dead. You paid attention. Okay, you got Kimbo. That's good. 2 soups. Let's go. So that means I can make 2 more soups. So I got 4 soups from that. All right. Let's send someone out again. Let's send here, I guess. Send baby here. Make some more soup. And then feed myself and Dee Dee. Wait, no, wrong person. Dee Dee. Alright. Send baby. Alright. That shuttle is in danger, Captain. We are on the path of vision, which is threatening to sabotage our aircraft. They need to be protected, but I lost the remote control due to the. They may be closed manually. The toxic tornado is close enough that going out there without proper vision might be suicidal. If you can't do anything about it, now's the time to act. And my mask is damaged. My mask is damaged. So I have a medkit, so just gonna have to hope for the best. As always. I'm always sick. That was a close one, Captain. It's a good thing you had the proper gear to get out there and manually close the air filter, even with your mask. Braving the toxin winds wasn't something you like to do ever again. The shuttle will be a bit stuffy, but the chance to filter sure, but beats suffocating to death. Once the wind has passed over, we'll reopen the filters and things will return to normal. I tell them you're gonna have to wait 1 more day. The prisoners are online again there. Shit, they definitely need some ad first. Don't forget that vessel may be your only ticket out of here. Do you have a spare roll-up duct tape for them, Captain? Of course I do. Alright, Tom, just survive 1 more day without food. You have it tomorrow. I gotta save as many cans of soup as I can. Hopefully I just need to do a couple more things and then I'm out. Yesterday, you provided the prisoners with a roll-up duct tape. Thanks to your gift, they were able to consistently speed up the repairs of their vessel. Nice one, Captain. The prisoners are almost done with the repairs of their ship. It shouldn't take long before you can escape with it. Just hang in there. Alright. Alright. Damn it, I'm hungry. I have 2 soups. I have 2 soups. Okay. Okay. Just need to make it to 36. I'm gonna feed Tom. Gotta wait more day than feed myself. Gotta ration it. Uh, Captain, stop dancing immediately and listen. This is a crisis. You are not a sailor on Broadway, although I must admit you improvise poorly. You have been poisoned. Some type of cyanic toxin has found its way onto the shuttle. Might have something to do with the airlock being full of you know what. Yes, I know the colors sound pretty, but if we don't do something about it now, you may suffer from permanent damage. Well, let's talk to the sock puppet. Wait, Dee Dee gets. Wait. No, Tom gets feed today. I get feed tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Day 44. When you put the sock on and proceed to shimmer blazingly for another hour, I thought I lost you. On the count of 3, you all smelt the sock, and your faces contorted like a communist parliament crumpled in a righteous hand. The shock sobered you up instantly. I'm glad to have you back. Wait, am I hungry? Yeah, I'm still hungry. I feed myself today. I'm gonna keep the armor, and then I'm just gonna keep scrapping the battery. Because I'm the only one that's hungry, and I get feed today, and we have 2 soups. Okay. What are the odds? Someone spotted an actual citizen emergency cargo lying near. Bzz. I had to check. The odds are infinity. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Infinity are really low. Unfortunately, it is empty for a syringe of slop. Standard issue liquid for analysis and review. Don't ask me about the calculation. Who should use a syringe? Uh, you know what? I'll do it on myself. Might as YOLO. I just turn insane. Feel any better, Captain? You were down with the count after the injection. That syringe we found in the event of condition. Playing enchanted roulette with the needle resulted in a cargo lot of out-of-date serum in your system. This will result in permanent damage to your base, physical, and mental abilities. How unfortunate. Alright, everyone's good. Everyone's good for now. And I think I'm gonna recycle the battery, which will take a day, then I make another can of soup. And alright. What else? Captain, it appears the species who lived here in ancient times worship a cow deity. Woven in gravity is everywhere, including on their fitness equipment. Take this weird machine the crew discovered outside the shuttle. For example, the Megatron 5000 mimics a cow's behavior. You turn it on, and it obviously sitting, walking in circles, joining groups of other Metatrons. Okay, there has to be some benefit to using the thing. Will you have someone try it so we can find out? You know what, Dee Dee, you try it out, I guess. Now, this isn't a joke of me saying you're a cow, alright? Anyways. Alright. Baby. Ooh. Oh my god, baby. Okay. You tested Dee Dee's physical fitness with the Metatron, and oh, it measured. Right? I don't know how many laps around the shuttle she did, but that looked brutal. Sweaty, wheezing, and fitly, she struck the Megatron to the end of the circuit. When she was finished, she shut the Megatron off and said, I am beat. That was a great workout. Baby is back from the sandy walk. She appears weak, oddity to find and disturb, but what matters that he looks particularly eaten. You listen and he's beginning to describe the events. Baby was attacked by a Vindicator, a biotech-enhanced living weapon from an ancient times. He managed to escape but sustained injuries. Minerals. Good job, baby. At the end of the fourth, the silence gave baby plenty to think about. For example, why all the statues of the cows? He would like something to eat. That suggestion was followed. We can't say by who or what. He could be followed to. Maybe would like something to eat. Maybe his life is at stake after considering giving him a med kit. Oh wow, everyone's hungry. But I'm not. I'm the only one not hungry. I'm trying to think on what I should do. So many soups I have. I have 5, and I give. Okay, I need to send someone out. The swamp. Dee Dee. She'll come back on day 51, and then I'll feed everybody. Besides Emmett, give baby the medkit, because he deserves it. He brought back 4 soups. He brought back for everyone to eat, and we'll have 2 left, and then I can make one. I'm gonna scrap the battery one more time before I make another soup. While exploring the shuttle closely, you realize what we thought was a rock formation is actually an ancient suspension machine, caked with dust and dirt, covered with simple decisions of canned soup. It seems to have run out of power long time ago. Could try to fix it, but how? Ooh, wait, I wanna. Oh wait, I don't have a battery. I thought I was. I just scrapped the battery. I mean, I guess I could try the gun. Why not? It'll be fine. The soup drawing on the dispenser have proving to be excellent for shooting in contests. Competing with the crew in this family manner boosted your spirits. Of course, the machine didn't take the shit. Well, it completed the wreck, but you haven't had this much fun in a while. You can agree it was worth it. Alright, well, we had some fun. Alright, so everyone's alright. I'm hungry. I'm gonna wait one more day for myself. I'm gonna recycle the battery, and then tomorrow I'm gonna. Ooh. Our new friends, the prisoners, contacted you to let you know that they need some sort of guide to properly make the repairs to their ship. The sooner you help them, the sooner you'll be able to leave. This has to be the last one. If not, I'm gonna be really mad for like 2 seconds. Anyways, can scrap the battery. Tomorrow I'll eat for science. Wait, did we win? We did it! First try! That was the last one. Oh, my game froze. Oh, okay, I thought I crashed. I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna be really mad. What did you help the prisoners? Yesterday, you got your new allies a handbook to help them repair their ship. It turned out to be a really useful to them. And that finally did it. The convict ship is fully repaired and ready to go. Now, all you have to do is join the prisoners at their camp and get ready to chart a course across the stars. Your mission is over, Captain. Congratulations. Ooh. And we did it with a full party. Ah, here we are. A perfect ending. Oh, do I have to click something? And so, a small group of crash astronauts led by Captain Emmett Ellis joined forces with a community of prisoners to repair the convict ship. As the humongous vessel rose off the ground, it was no longer a mom- momentum to barge, but a chariot of freedom instead. While many of the other ship passengers never returned to their original homes, they made new ones all across the galaxy. Captain Ellis' friendship and support helped Dee Dee overcome at least some of her anxieties. She relaxed a little, although her obsession with coffee continued. Captain Ellis was always kind of baby, so he stuck around. The gentle giant became Emmett's trusted psychic and valiant protector against threats both real and imaginary. If Tom's stories were to be believed, he served with many brave men in his time, but none of the bonds he formed were as strong as the one he had with Captain Alice. Together, these two were like something out of a buddy film. Empowered by his incredibly and unexpectedly and successful career as an actual captain, Emmett has found himself wondering what to do next. His brilliant mind was soon put to good use, and only a few short years later, an improved flavor of canned soup was distributed in all the civilized galaxies. It seems like ages have passed since four amateur astronauts left Earth's orbit, expecting certain doom. Now the brave survivors looked into the future with renewed optimism. As one tale comes to an end, to a close, another begins. That was fun. I had to strategize a lot there, but that was fun. I gotta say, this game has a lot of potential. Alright, alright. So yeah, that's it for this run. Alright, pretty successful.